70% of wealthy families lose that wealth by the second generation. Want to build a financial legacy that actually lasts? I want to show you how. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified each time we release a new video about making your money work for the life you most want. If you're new here, I'm Chelsea Brennan, founder of Smart Money Mamas, and I've helped thousands of families get clear on their money values, determining how they want money to work for their family so they can create habits to build wealth in alignment with what matters most to them. So let's break down the three main pillars of building lasting generational wealth. The first pillar of building lasting generational wealth is to create a wealthy mindset legacy. You have to ask yourself, what money stories and skills am I leaving behind? 70% of wealthy families will lose that wealth by the second generation, 90% by the third. That means for most parents who build wealth, their kids squander it, leaving nothing to pass on to their kids. The key to raising kids who manage money well, who view money as a tool to express their values and create lives they love, is to, one, be conscious about how we talk to our kids about money. We all have money mindset hangups we need to work on no matter where we are in our wealth building journey. And we need to address those hangups in our own mind so that we're using the language that creates thoughtful mindset for our kids. I recommend sitting down and creating family money values, determining together with your partner or with your kids, if they're old enough, what matters to you, how you'll talk about money, the lessons you want your kids to learn, and more. This gives your family a solid mindset foundation to work from together. You can download our free Family Money Values guide in the description to help you get started. But the second part is to also give our kids hands-on money skills, which means giving them opportunities to practice and fail with money when the stakes are low. We need to let them experience financial limits and flex their creativity muscles to figure out how to get what they most want. In our house, we use allowance and entrepreneurship as a tool to teach those lessons to our kids. One of our family money values is we have the skills and resources to earn all the money we will ever need. I want our boys to look at something that matters to them, and instead of getting stuck in the I can't afford that scarcity place, to have the confidence in their abilities to switch to problem-solving mode. How can I afford that? With a deep belief that they have what they need to succeed, they can go out into the world and be independent, scrappy, and creative. This means they'll be adults that have the tools they need to not only preserve the wealth that we pass down, but to also grow it. What money mindset legacy do you want to leave for your kids? Share in the comments. The second pillar isn't yet about putting dollars in the bank. Instead, we first have to protect the wealth we do have. That means having an organized legacy. Now, this may be hard to think about, but when someone passes away or becomes incapacitated, there is so much paperwork, so many phone calls and photocopies, it's absolutely absurd. But that gets 1,000,000 times harder if the person who died didn't have an organized legacy. And not only does it get harder, it gets more expensive. That person is likely to destroy some of the monetary legacy they created by making their kids or grandkids pay legal fees, have beneficiaries losing assets because they didn't know they existed, and so many more expensive things. An organized legacy makes losing a loved one and managing that loss a little easier. It includes three things. Here's what you need. First, you need a life insurance policy. A life insurance policy is there to replace lost earnings and protect your dependents if you were to pass on prematurely, before you have the chance to build wealth. For most families, term life is sufficient. Just make sure you're not only depending on coverage from work and that you have the policy term and size you need. Second, you need a proper estate plan. This means a will and or a trust to preserve your assets and make sure your money goes where you want it to, with the lowest possible legal fees and taxes. Even if you don't have a lot of assets, if you have minor children, you likely want a say in who were to take care of them if you were to pass. That means getting a will. Do not skip this. And finally, third, you need a family emergency binder. A family emergency binder fills the gaps between a life insurance policy and estate plan, so your family knows important details like your investment strategy, how to pay the bills, how to access your bank accounts and credit cards, and so much more. You can check out our detailed fill-in-the-blank family emergency binder in the description, but please don't skimp on this pillar. Every family needs an organized legacy if they want their wealth to last. It's non-negotiable. And finally, the third pillar to creating wealth that lasts. After you've cultivated a wealthy family money mindset, organized your legacy, you can start to focus on building that monetary legacy. If you can get to this pillar, it's incredibly valuable. Helping pay for grandkids' educations, leaving real estate assets that provide passive income for the next generation, leaving wealth that can become business startup funding for your kiddos. This can start really small, starting a side hustle, building an emergency fund, or making regular contributions to an IRA. As you build your foundation, working with your family money values, you will grow your assets, and you'll know that all the work you're putting into creating your legacy will last because your family has a wealthy, thriving money mindset, and you've put protections in place so that your assets can pass to them with the least possible headache and cost. If you're ready to start building lasting wealth for your family, download your free Family Money Values Workbook in the description of this video. And be sure to like this video and click subscribe so you can continue to create a thriving relationship with money that allows you to live your best life. See you soon.